you already know what time it is.
Oh, yes.
I'm your boy, Matt P.
And I'm your boy, Jeremy Chase.
And this is Parking Lot Parables coming at you again with another episode.
Another one.
We hope everyone's doing so well so far this week. It's another hump day. Another day closer to that Thanksgiving turkey.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Well, almost a week. We'll be here. Yeah, man. You know,
I hope y'all plan accordingly. Want to eat yourselves into a coma. The days of comatose eating should be over.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. Like, you know, this time I ain't gonna make no resolution or promise, but I'm gonna try to do better. Try to do better this Thanksgiving season.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't really like how I be feeling after I ate.
Man, who you telling?
Like,
look, what was it? I think it was last year. I was slumped. We both had to go for a walk.
Yeah. When you full when you hit that arm on the
leg
like
man,
this.
I'm telling you.
You be kind of leaning over. You hit your arm be on your leg like this. You be like,
get that. I call it that auntie lean.
I'm like, oh yeah, most definitely get myself dirty.
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, like I said, we hope everybody's doing well so far. We want to appreciate everybody rocking with us throughout the year.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're coming up on 2 years. You know, it's been a journey. We definitely appreciate everybody rocking with us so far.
Yeah.
But, you know, in the midst of, one thing I can say is in the midst of, you know, doing this, like, you know, with everything that's been going on, it is easy to get distracted.
Easy.
Like, distractions come in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, man. Like, it's crazy how, you know, we can allow so much to get into our schedule and routine of what's not good for us, and we not even notice that we distracted, man. Like, you know, 1 second we could be do something, and the next we just scrolling or just like not focused, man. Like, a lot of stuff comes to distract us, like and sometimes you can have good distractions. You know, like sometimes the relationship can be a distraction. I know one prayer I've always had is like, Lord, whoever you send me, let them push me closer to you than to be a distraction from you. Like, that's one of my biggest signs of whether they're for me or not. And, you know, it's just taught me to, like, you know, see it with God's eyes. You know, I think sometimes we can be bamboozled by love, but when you truly look at, you know, is this relationship making me better? Is who I'm with making me better? It'll show you, you know, like, yeah, if they're pushing you towards, in not even just in the spiritual sense, in like who you're becoming as a man, or if you're a lady, who you're becoming as a woman, if they're pushing you towards that, and that means that's a good thing. They're not a distraction. They're a helpmate. You know, they're meant to be there to help you and push you and help you to become better. So, you know, sometimes we can get distracted, you know, with, you know, relationships, with our jobs, with, you know, just simple stuff, man.
So yeah, it's really on you to be able to discern like what type of distraction it is. Like I know some people who have gotten distracted to where, you know, say they were supposed to be doing something, you know, that they had a set list of things to do throughout the day. You know, and you know, sometimes we don't really take a break. Some people are not too keen on taking breaks. You know, it's a good time to take a break. You should always set little breaks for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we get distracted, you know, and then but you should always like set breaks for yourself in between your objectives, whatever it is you're doing. Like so that way you're less prone to get distracted.
Yeah.
You know, set those schedule those breaks. You know, schedule those breaks. You might have a list of things you want to do, but schedule those breaks. So there's less opportunity for you to get distracted.
Yeah, and like, you know, govern those breaks. You know, because me, I know once I take a break for something, it's hard to try to come back and do what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, be reasonable about how you spend your time, because you know if you take a nap, it's gonna be struggle to get up and do what you said you're gonna do. Like, like, use your time. Like, even sometimes we can be distracted in the morning by our sleep. We like, we wake up a little earlier than usual, and like we go back to sleep, and sometimes it make you feel worse than just go ahead and getting up. Like, I think we can be distracted.
Guilty.
Look, man, I'm telling you, same here, bro.
Naps, boy, like, you mess around and slept. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a little 30 minutes.
And then you're rushing.
About 3 hours, but I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, man, like, bruh, one major distraction that like kills me is my phone, bruh. Like, my phone distracts me so much. Like, it's hard for me not to wake up and like reach for my phone. Or like, man, I've spent hours on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, and like nothing came of it. I think that's one thing, like, we don't see. Like, we be wasting time with our distractions. Like I said, sometimes you do need that mental break, but don't make it so much of a habit that is like your go-to. Like, you make an idol of whatever you have. But I'm trying to get better. I even installed this app that be like, hey, you spend a little too much time here or there on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and it'll shut it down. It'll shut it down. It'll be like, hey, come check it. Give me some accountability in your distractions. But yeah, man, like, I think it's important that we always take time to, like, fast from those things that you distract you. Like, it's good to fast anyway, because like fasting really makes it so you give up control of your body, your habits, your wants, your desires, and you focus on what God wants from you. You focus on, what His plan for your life is. I think sometimes we do gotta fast from, social media, or fast from food or whatever, man, because I think we be indulging so much that sometimes we can't hear. We're so distracted in our devices and our in like what everybody else is saying, that we don't take time to hear what God says. Like, we're so quick to rush to other stuff that we don't listen from Him. Like, He's speaking always, but like, are you listening to what He's saying? But yeah, man, like, distractions come in so many different forms, and I'm just learning, man, like, to check them. Sometimes we do have to be like, all right, I ain't gonna touch my phone until this time. And it's hard to like just go cold turkey in a habit you have, or something you've been doing for years. Like, it's hard to do that. Like, take little steps. It's like, all right, God, when I wake up, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes, and then, like, say the next day, I'm gonna give you 15. The next day, I'm gonna give you 20. And you never know, you may give God an hour by the end of the week. Like, just little steps like that, it builds a routine. And I forget what study said this, but it says it takes like 40 days to build a new habit, or to get rid of an old habit. So, just try to be consistent with, building those new habits to get rid of those distractions. Because, like, they can ruin your life, ruin your future. Like, sometimes we have so much vision and plans for our life that we get distracted and lose that passion, lose that, desire for it, because we're so caught up in what other people are doing, caught up in like entertainment or whatever, man. Like when you about your business, you should, focus on what God has for you and your family, and what He has for you. Like, I think even like in the season I'm in right now, like, I'm really preparing for my family, that I want to build. And like, it's so important that I'm not distracted during this season, because like if I'm distracted, that allows the enemy to come in and like control me as the head. I think a lot of people don't think in those terms of like, I got responsibility on my shoulders, so let me not be distracted. Like like, just being consistent in staying the course and not allowing other things to take up your time. Like it's good to have time for yourself, but like if it's a daily thing, like sometimes we can have too much time for ourselves. But yeah, bro, you got anything to say about it?
I just want to, before we go any further, I just want to say it's, if you get distracted, because you will.
Yep.
I mean, it happens. It for some people are easily distracted than others. So if you get distracted, what's important is that you get yourself back on track.
Yeah.
It's like the song says, we fall down, but we get up.
Yep.
So whatever it is, that you were focused on, whether it was like getting closer to God, doing your research for a new business endeavor, trying to lose weight, or trying to just grow as a person, whatever it is that you was trying to work on, you're gonna get distracted. It is what it is. So we're not saying you should be doing stuff to make sure you're never distracted, because it's gonna happen. Like what's important is that you don't stay there. Don't stay distracted.
Oh no, it's not the place to be.
Focus yourself again. Refocus and get back to it. Whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah. Like
just pick right up. Like some people make the mistake of trying to, I gotta start over from the very beginning. No, you just pick up wherever it is you stopped at and keep going. Yeah. Because distractions come like bro said, like all the time, man, like in different shapes of sizes, and sometimes like the distraction, there is such a thing as being too focused. I was actually talking to somebody about this earlier today. So focused on productivity and the hustle and being on the grind that you don't take no time for yourself. I mean, and so there is such a thing as a good distraction, like treating yourself to go get a massage, or going to get a pedicure, whatever it is that helps you refocus yourself. You got to take some time. So I mean, those are good distractions.
And you know what, man? I think if we like bro, if we really listen to our body, like it tells us so much that we don't get. Like if your body feels a certain way, that means you're ignoring a part of your body that needs help. Like for real. And that can allude to stress, that can allude to eating right, exercising, even like if your mind is so like running, like even that means you may need to focus more on prayer, because I think sometimes we can like overanalyze situations and stuff like that, but like we have to learn to like switch our focus from our problem to who can solve the problem, and just being able to like just like you were saying, like taking that time to like switch, not be so overworked, not be so invested in productivity and doing all you can, into like just doing your best, and then like taking that time to say, okay, God, I did my best. So, I'm gonna need you to, help with the rest of this, because, some stuff we can handle, some stuff we can't.
Yeah.
And, and I think when you have a focus on something, you should look at all areas. Sometimes we can be so distracted in what we're doing and, our passions and stuff, that we ignore the ones in our life that matter to us. You can ignore your significant other, you can ignore, your family members, your friends, whatever. Like, even like, good things can be a distraction. Sometimes, people can be going through stuff around you, you not notice, unless you stop and look and take the time to pay attention. I think it's very important that like I know one thing, distraction really it really like turns down our discernment, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, when you're able to tell that something's not right with your girlfriend, or able to tell that something's not right at work, or like,
Parents with your kids.
yeah, man, like, you know, if you distracted, you may miss an opportunity to help someone, may miss an opportunity to stop your kids from going a certain way. You may miss an opportunity to be a blessing. Like, all of these different things of what's really valuable, you'll miss because, you know, you could be so distracted in doing what you think is right, you know. So, like, you know, just take a minute and be like, you know, ask God, like, what areas am I distracted in? You know, and he'll show you. Because, like, I know there's several areas that I need to get right, you know, but, and like Matt said, don't beat yourself up about it. You know, just take time to acknowledge it and then just do it. You know, I don't care how long you've been distracted. You know, we all get a fresh start. Like, there's a new grace and mercy every day. So, you know,
another chance.
yeah, man, like, take the opportunity to be like, you know what, I was sort of trash this past week. Let me get my life together and, you know, just start better this week. You know, take your time to just write down those things that you're distracted in, you know, and those things that do distract you, because, like, we don't get tempted with the things we don't like. It's always something we do like, you know. So like, you know, just watch what has your attention the most. Whether it's TV, whether it's, you know, working, whether it's, like, you know, your relationship, what has your attention the most. And, like, if and I'm saying this for believers, like, if God ain't in the top 3 of those lists, then, like, you may need to change some stuff. You know, like, I think sometimes we do have to take a moment to be like, okay, God, like, I know you promised that, you know, this is going to happen. But let me take some time to make sure I'm not distracted in, you know, what I'm supposed to do. And I think sometimes we don't prepare for the blessing that God gives us. You know, like, if God says that you're going to build this business, like, how are you attending to your job? You know, are you distracted and trying to do your own thing that you're not sowing these seeds of, you know, what you would want in your own business? Like, I think we can be distracted in what, sometimes we can even be distracted in the blessings of God, man. Like, you know, I think some people are so churchy that they get distracted of having real life experiences. Like, we be so sheltered, you know, that we don't go out and live life, and we feel like, you know, we stay away from stuff that, you know, God's glorified from that, and it's not. Like, you know, live your life. You know, don't allow fear to take over and, you know, creep in and keep you in a box. You know, be that person that does something different and live life. Like, God teaches us by our experiences. You know, I was going to church today, and they were talking about when Saul was being tormented, and David had to come and play the I forget what it was called. It was like a guitar or something.
Yeah.
And, like, the verse said, God sent the demon to torment him. So, like, one thing that showed me is that sometimes God will send these things to help you improve, to help you, you know, change and be better. You know, I think sometimes he sends stuff to us so we can learn a lesson. You know, he allows stuff to happen so we can learn and grow and, like, you know, change. Like, if some stuff didn't happen in my life, I wouldn't be who I am today. That's why I look back and, like, thank God for, you know, those lessons. Even though they were hard, even though I didn't like it, I didn't want to go through those things, but it taught me to be better. And, you know, that's why I'm like, now that I see what God can do and will do, like, I don't want to be distracted and not be able to hear his voice, or, you know, not be able to do his will. Like the last thing I want to do is, like, live a life that's not pleasing to him, and then, like, get to heaven and like he'd be like, you know, you could have did a lot more. You know, you didn't really listen to me. Like, you know, like that's scary, man. Like, and it's crazy. We all have this call on our life to do something, but like, are you listening to it? Are you being driven by it? Is your heart even in the right place of it? Like, are you doing it for selfish reasons, or are you doing it because you have a heart to do it and a passion and a love for God to do it, and you want to help others, you know, do the same? Or are you just like, I want to be about me and mine and no one else's? Like, you know, like sometimes we can be so distracted in what we're doing that we don't recognize that our first call was to serve others. So, you know, just watch out, you know, when it comes to distractions. You know, make sure you govern yourself accordingly. Jay, you got anything else to add, bro?
No. Just remember, it's not, even if you get distracted, like I said earlier, keep it pushing. And be led by God, because some distractions are there for your benefit.
Yeah.
And others aren't. And to really know the difference, you have to be led by God. Shoot, I know some people, like, it might seem crazy, like some Final Destination type stuff, but you know, some people have gotten distracted while like driving and just barely got missed by accident.
Yeah, man.
You know, just because, and that's just how quick things can happen.
Yeah, bro.
Like, so, like, not to be so focused on doing something that you find yourself in that type of situation. So it's always best to be led by God in those types of situations.
And you know what, man? Like, even when things aren't going your way, you can still be distracted. Like, say you wake up, you know, late one day, and you over here rushing, trying to get to work, and you just, you know, speeding and doing all this other stuff. Like, I remember one time, I was just like I just overslept. I think I pressed the snooze too many times, and like I was just gonna be late.
No, I'm bad. Yeah.
Like, I just knew it, and like, you know, I was like, okay, God, I know I'm late, but I'm not gonna rush, cause you never know what happened. And like, you know, I took my time, and it's crazy. Little did I know, there was a wreck like that happened right before, you know, I got to work. And like, if I would have been rushing, like, I could have been involved in that wreck. You know, I think we don't think about, you know, the grace that God gives us, even in the mistakes we make. And, you know, we can be so distracted in, you know, what we have to do, and, you know, that we don't take time to be like, God, what do you have for me in this day? Take the time to like give him the first, you know, before anything. Like, you know, and it's just important, you know, and sometimes when you feel off, that's because you're distracted. You know, like, if you don't feel joy or passion in something, you may be distracted. You know, you may be, you know, sometimes we get weary in well doing because we're distracted. You know, we're looking at what everyone else has. We're looking at, you know, we should be much further. You know, we're looking at, you know, you know, like someone else being in a better position than us. And
Big
like,
guilty for that one.
Yeah, man. That
used to run my mind. Like, thinking about the mistakes I made, and like,
oh yeah, bro,
like how further along I should be in life. Like, how long ago? It was about 5-6 years ago. Whew. Boy, that used to just run my mind. That's all I could think about was like what I haven't done, and like how far along in life I should be.
Yeah, man. Like, we think like that, and like when those thoughts arise, I think we have to be quick to be like, no, I'm right where God needs me to be. Like, everything that has happened is to get me to this point right now, and it's building me up now for, you know, what's to come. So like, you know, don't think like the position you're in right now is like just something just to be something. No, like, there's purpose in what you're doing now. Like, you know, I think I said this in a couple of past episodes. The seeds you sowing now is towards your purpose. So, like, how driven you are at your job is how driven you'll be, you know, when you leave that job and start your own business. Or, you know, like, I think once we begin to look at our job as like a launching point to what God has for us, we'll do a lot better. Like, we'll start, you know, doing more than the regular. Like really, we have to look at, you know, how would I want to be treated, you know? I think some people just be rude for no reason. Like just be rude for no reason at their job, and like, you know, they bring on that energy of, I hate this job, I hate, you know, being here, I hate, you know, just having to stick it out here. And it's like, no, like, I think when you have that attitude of like, you know, I'm happy to be here, you know, that humbleness, you know, I think sometimes we lose our humbleness because, you know, we feel privileged. Like, you know, I'm better than this job, I'm better than, you know, doing this. Like, I could quit right now. Like, man, like, I think, you know, we sometimes forget that we prayed for some of these jobs. we were praying and thanking God when we got it. You know, I think we do have to go back in that sense and like be like, dang, God, like, I really prayed for this job and you did it. So help me to govern this thing right until you have what's next for me. Like, I think we, like, especially our generation, we so quick to rush on to the next thing that we don't fulfill the purpose of what God has us to do right now. Like, you know, there may be lives at your current job that you're meant to touch. There may be people that you need to sow into. Like, you know, leave your job better than what you found it. You know, so like, hey, you never know. That's why we can't be distracted, because like, our purpose is bigger than us. It's bigger than our feelings. It's bigger than how people treat us. It's bigger than, you know, how we treat ourselves. You know, I think it's important that we take that time to be like, all right, Lord, like, I really don't feel like dealing with people today, but help me to be better, because I want to please you. You know, I think once we submit our own emotions, we can do a whole lot better in life, man. But yeah, that's all I got to say about it. You got anything else, bruh?
No, just you know, push through the distractions.
Yeah.
And stay away from the foolishness.
Stay away from the foolishness.
Speaking of which, you already know what time it is.
Oh yes.
It is Miss Me with the
Foolishness.
Speaking of distractions, this video was full of distractions going on in here.
So, you know, there was a Popeyes in Washington, D.C., and it had to be shut down because there was viral videos that was showing rats swarming the kitchen. So there was a delivery man, Ricardo Land, who exposed a horrible rat infestation at a Popeyes. He started the video saying he delivers raw chicken to Popeyes, and they gave the address of it too. And they went inside and saw several rats running through the kitchen and uploaded to TikTok. Now he got fired for it. So, you know, if you want to expose these people, that's all cool, but, you know, consider your job as well, you know. Like, yeah. But anyway, he told him that, you know, he's been suspended from his job due to exposure to the Popeyes franchise due to the swarm of rats in the place, and he has a GoFundMe. You know, he has a family of 5, and, you know, yeah. So, you know, just
before I get on Popeyes, I'm gonna get on this man here first. Talk about, you know, the distraction of. It must have been some distractions going on in his mind to show his face in this video.
Yeah.
I don't know what he thought they were gonna do about it. Like, I don't know what he thought why he thought this might not happen. If it had been me, I wouldn't have said a word.
Yeah.
My face would not have been in the video.
Nope.
I would have recorded it. But he decided to post it to his TikTok, so that screams clout chasing right there to me.
Yeah,
He
like,
wasn't thinking of his family at the time.
yeah. Like, man, I mean, and his purpose behind it was to get clout. You
Yeah,
know,
like
it
he was
wasn't-
clout chasing, man.
it
Let's just call it what it is. He wasn't trying to put.
No, he wasn't trying to help the situation.
He wasn't trying to put that Popeyes on blast, because he'd have sent it straight to the CDC or
Yeah,
the health department.
exactly.
Even when it sent that straight to them. Now what did he do? He put it on his TikTok,
Yeah.
and now he GoFundMe over here.
Okay. Look,
Talking about his family of 5.
man, that's why, like, you know, you gotta be careful what you do with your social media, man. Who are you presenting on there? Like, are you presenting someone that's like tearing others down? Like, are you presenting someone that's helping? Like, what are you presenting?
See, but this is like part of the problem with a lot of this generation, man. Like, everybody's quick to like grab their phones and record something so they can post it. You know,
Yeah.
so they can go viral, man.
Yeah.
Like he went viral, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure he's asking himself now, was it worth it?
Yeah,
You know.
exactly, man.
Like, cause I'm not saying that in no shape or form am I saying that he was wrong for recording it. I'd have recorded it too.
Oh yeah.
But like posting it to my TikTok,
Yeah.
showing my face, no. All that other stuff, all he had to do was record it and then cut the lights on, and we'd have seen everything else. Like all the other stuff he did was unnecessary.
Yeah, I would have just sent it to the proper authorities and be like, hey, look, y'all got a problem over here. And you know, it could have been dealt with quietly. You know, a lot of people
I mean, and
love
shoot, I'm not even saying that it was wrong that it get put out there publicly.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that was gross. Like that,
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like the public needed to see that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Especially if they were still open. Like, how people work like that? Like, fam.
like, yeah, bro. If those rats were there like that, that means the people that come in on the mornings and stuff see those rats. Man.
Yeah.
So like I'd have sent it to the news. But like putting it on my TikTok, nah, man, that's clout chasing right there, bro.
Yeah.
So for all of y'all out here who think y'all trying to go viral or something right quick, you know, y'all keep this man in mind.
Sure, yeah.
Father of 5.
Okay. Yeah.
He got distracted
Yeah, man. Look.
seeing a situation of
And
to get
for me, I'm not finna stay in there that long if that's that many rats.
bruh.
Like,
If I see that many rats, I'm like,
out.
all right, I'm gonna head out.
Look,
Like-
I'm gonna drop that meat off and we out. Like, no.
Like,
I ain't finna stay up in there with all that.
no, bruh. Like the way them, like it was a line of them just going
Yeah,
up that wall, bro.
consistently. Like,
I
it
was
was
like-
straight up Ratatouille up in there, man.
I was like, bro,
Mm,
like no, man, like. So yeah, don't be distracted from what you feel like could happen. Think about the long term. There's a lesson to be learned here about distraction. Don't be distracted by the immediate success of something. Yeah, he went viral and all that.
Yeah.
See, like the bigger picture. Now he's suspended, not making no money. Not saying he was. I mean, I feel like he should get his job back. That's kind of messed up,
Yeah.
you know. But
And he didn't even work at Popeyes. He was just the delivery of the meat.
yeah, but now they I guess the company that he worked for is like the fact that he put them on.
Put him on blast.
He put them on blast. Like, I guess that reflects back on them. So
Yeah. I'm just like, man.
yeah.
I say, you gotta do
Anybody,
the right
you
thing.
see something, you see an opportunity, you think you might be able to go viral. I implore you to think about the bigger picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bigger picture.
Is it worth it?
So yeah, I hope things work out for him though.
Yeah.
And they need to just throw the whole Popeyes away.
Oh yeah, man. Like, burn that thing to the ground and rebuild. 'Cause-
Yeah, like throw that whole Popeyes away. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like there shouldn't be no chicken or nothing. Like I don't want the biscuits. I want
Nah,
nothing.
man.
Not nothing.
Yeah. I ain't going to a Popeyes near Washington D.C. at all. Damn.
Boy, what?
None of them.
Shoot, I guess that's just the way it is in some places, you know. Shoot, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at Matthew Priest on Facebook. I'm President MP on Snapchat and Twitter. And Matthew_E_Priest on Instagram.
Oh yeah, you can follow me at The Chase Hart on all social media platforms.
And once again, don't allow the distractions to distract you.
Mm-hmm.
They go come and go. Stay focused.
Yes, sir.
If you get distracted, refocus yourself. But until next time, I am Matt P.
And I'm Jeremy Chase.
One time.
Yes, sir.